want to tie a pike bunny on a tube. Some people find rabbit difficult to cast. It certainly gets more waterlogged, but I think that you can't surpass the movement on it. So I have a tube in the vise. I'm putting on a little bit of lead just underneath it, just to keep the fly swimming upright. And I've gone down with my gel spun. Now, take a rabbit strip, zonker strip, and measure it up to the length of the fly that you want. And I'm going to cut that off and attach it to there. Now, I want to put a bit of flash in the middle of that. So, pull out a bunch of crystal here, set it on top, double it over. Drop that down. Now, I want to attach a white rabbit strip on top of that. I'll tie it on, bind it back to the same spot, and then I'm going to leave this one a little bit longer than the other one and just cut it and snap it off. Now you can buy zonker strips, or you can buy whole rabbit skins and cut them to length and cut them to width, more to the point. Again, I'm just going to soak a little bit of super glue into the tie-in points just to keep that from slipping out. Now at this point I want to put in a bit of silver 2mm holographic. So I'll take out a couple of strands of that and lay it on my side. A couple of wraps, I'm going to pull it across to the other side, and a couple of wraps just to fix it. Now at this point I like to bulk it up a bit. I'm going to put on a bit of white Arctic Fox, pull out a bit of those base fibres. I'm going to envelop the hook in that, or tube in this case, tie that on to make like a false hackle collar. And super glue my thread, tie it down. Now I'm going to use a little bit of silver light bright Angelina fibre just to take us forward that wee bit and make a bit of a body. A couple of wraps is all it takes, and that is advanced as 5mm or so. Now I want to splay the fly out a little bit, so I'm going to use a white bucktail. Now when you're tying salmon flies you tend to use the finer stuff. For pike flies, use the coarse stuff if you can down at the base. It's a bit more like spinning gear here. So you'll see whenever I put this on, allow it to splay around, put on a loose wrap just to check that it's all on, and then as I pull into it, it pops out. Now, don't worry about this rough bit here, just wind through it. That'll secure it down and also give you a little bit more support for your head. Super glue on your thread and wrap through that. Press it down and fold it back on itself. Now, as with the red and white tube fly from before, I like grizzle hackles in my red and white flies, so I'm going to take a pair of those, put one on my side, one on your side, and wrap those on. If you want them to have extra movement, you can tie them inside out. Just look better this way. Super glue your thread and add it on. And the head is going to be red Arctic Fox. So take a bunch, clip it off, pull out base of it. Add it on, allow it to envelop the shank a loose, then tighten up. Check that it's the whole way around. And super glue the thread and fold it back on itself. A few turns. Super glue and force it back on itself. And then another bunch of red fur to finish the flay. Pull out the base. Envelop the shank. Put on a loose. Turn and then tighten it up. Stroke it back and finish your flay off behind the flange of the tube. Brush it out. Go with a little bit of super glue again at the bases. And that is the bunny, bar the eyes. On this one, again, they're going to be silver. Sometimes I change the sort of arrangement of this flay so that the red is at the back and I'll have a white head on it, and then I'd use red eyes. Attach those, push them in, slide them into the glue a little bit. And your side. Just check the position. Wash it in. There you have it. That is a red and white pike bunny on a tube. This is actually the pattern that I've caught my biggest ever pike on. And I think by tying flies on tubes, it allows both fly fishermen and the spinner to use them, because you can put a montage through this, basically attach a hook on like a homemade little Waddington shaft that can go through your tube, and then you can attach a trace to the front and fish it as a fly, or you can put like a drop shot weight or something like that there on it, and you can fish it off a spinning setup. So there you go, a red and white pike bunny.